What makes sad people jump? Bridges. I know that wasn't the greatest joke in the world, guys. Sorry. What's up, weirdos? Thanks again for visiting the channel. As always, I appreciate it. If this is your first time to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the content. My name is Scott. My pronouns are thee, thy, and thou. I identify as Porcupine Peacock. Please do not dead name me. I don't know what that means, but it sounds scary. And today, I'm just going over a few knives that I am trying to sell. I would like to get rid of these knives ASAP, just so that I have money to buy more knives. So if you're interested, please either send me a DM or on my Instagram, which I will show you in just a second. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that would be fantastic. Just follow me on Instagram, LETS_DOITUP. Let's_do-it-up on Instagram. If you would like to send a knife or knives into my channel for review, or if you'd like to contact me via my email about a knife, that's fine, but I would prefer that you either contact me directly over Instagram or in the comments of this video. But if you want to send a knife or knives into this channel for review, just send me an email at letsdiu79@gmail.com, letsdiu79@gmail.com. Send me an email, I'll send you my shipping address, send me the knife or knives. I will spend a week or two with them, review them, and send them back to you in the same condition in which I received them. Excuse me. But as I said, I just want to get rid of these knives, so I also have them priced to sell immediately. The first one I have here is the Combat TROODON. There is a small blemish here on the first screw hole in the bottom left-hand corner. And that's because I didn't have the tool to take this apart, and it started getting all sticky on the inside. So I wanted to take it apart and clean it and everything, but I wasn't able to do that until I got the actual tool. So there is a little bit of wear right here in this hole. There's a little bit of wear on the button, if you can see that. And there's also a little bit of wear on top of the button, and just a tiny bit of wear on the pocket clip itself, just right down by the bottom and on the edges. You're going to have that with just about any knife that you carry. There is a little bit of like a few dings and nicks on the glass breaker here, but I don't feel like that's a big deal. This was a $700 knife. As you can see, it is a signature series. So you've got the serial number here, 451, and the born on date was 9/2022. There's your signature there on the pocket clip. So this is a signature series, obviously still in pretty decent condition. And I deployed and retracted this 25 times before I started, and I'm going to do it another 25 times here. So this will have been deployed and retracted 50 times within the last 5 minutes, so that you can see that the action is not too bad. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that's in and out 25 times each. No problems with that whatsoever. I did put just a splash, just a whisper WD-40 in here to keep it from drying up, but otherwise it's completely clean on the inside. As you can see, the blade here looks very, very good. The factory edge is still on this guy. There might be a tiny little nick right there, but otherwise the blade has not been used. I did drop it once and it went into my foot, so it has cut tissue before, just human tissue, and my own. Right here on the tip. But it's still in very good condition. You can see Combat TROODON double edge M390 United States of America. So this is a USA made knife, and there's also multiple videos on my channel about this knife if you would like it. This is going to cost $450. Again, I paid $700 for it, so that's $150 off. I think that's pretty fucking good, just considering the quality, the condition of the knife, the quality that the knife was made with, and Microtech's reputation. Okay, we got 2 more Microtechs. We got the MSI, which this is less than 6. I've had it for less than 6 months. This was made 10/2023, October 2023. So that's November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So it's 8 months old. That's not too bad. It's never been used. Still got the factory edge on it. You can see that there's no blemishes or anything like that on the blade here, except for one little tiny piece of lint. So the blade looks perfectly pristine. There's no nicks, cuts, marks, dings, scratches, anything like that on the blade at all. You can see there the M390 and the claw right there, that Microtech's symbol. You've got vertical grinds on the flat, and then you just got a stonewash itself. I mean, on the blade itself down on the flat, and then you've got some stonewash here up on the swedge as well. The swedge carries all the way out towards the tip. It comes to about, I'd say, 90% the length of the blade. A little bit of jimping here, big jimping, but not aggressive. They're ground down quite a bit, so they're nice and smooth. More jimping back here on the top and bottom of the knife, and then the pocket clip is just your standard bent. Is it titanium? Nope. Your standard bent stainless steel clip on this guy. I believe the backspacer here is titanium. Yeah, backspacer is titanium. And then you've got the ram lock up here, which is just your standard Axis style lock, only this one's using a coil spring instead of Omega springs, which is great. Thumb flick works great, reverse flick works great. You can also pull back the the ram lock to get this to deploy. It also has a filler tab on the other side here for the reversible pocket clip, which makes this a completely ambidextrous knife. Nice milling on the G10 here, no problems with the G10 either. As you can see, the knife is in very, very good condition. Good centering, and no blade play left, right, up, or down. Perfect lockup, big old stop pin there. And the axe or the ram lock works fantastic. This cost me $250. I'm selling it for $200 only because it's so new and it's pretty much like new in box. So you're essentially getting a brand new knife for $50 off. I think that's pretty good. I'm doing the same thing with this guy, the amphibian. I almost called it the reptilian. I'm an idiot. So as you can see, M390. You've got kind of the extended thumb studs. I don't know what you call these things, but kind of like thumb discs or thumb mounds. I don't know what you call those. But you can see here, pretty non-aggressive recurve blade. Nice belly here, nice piercing tip. Just vertical milling on all of the blade, and then so you got some horizontal grind lines there on the flat. The flat only carries out to about 35 or 40% the length of the blade. Nothing on the other side billboarded or anything like that. And there's no screw on the lock side for the thumb stud. You can see the ram lock here. Again, I believe titanium backspacer. Yep, titanium backspacer. And a titanium clip on the amphibian. Obviously, you've got some more substantial screws here for this one. I think those are T8s. T8s for all the body screws. There are a lot of body screws here, but this isn't exactly a knife you're going to have to take apart a whole lot. I don't know if I showed you the front of the knife here or not, but everything is still in fantastic condition. This was born on 11/2023, so this is 7 months old. I've only had it 3 or 4 months, and it's still in perfect condition, never been used, still has the factory edge. No blemishes or anything on this guy at all. As you can see, very large knife, but I'm selling this one for $200 as well. Everything on this list is at least $50 off. This is $150 off, this is $50 off, $50 off, $50 off, and I believe I took 50 off of this one too. I wanted to say it was 60, but I think it was only 50 off. So the next up here is the EMP EDC NYMBLE X, my favorite knife design from EMP EDC. Sorry, it's got a little case dust there on it from the foam. You have just a large sheep's foot blade here. I believe that's 3.5 inches long overall, and with a, I think, 3.25 inch cutting edge. Titanium scales both sides. This is a titanium frame lock with blue anodized hardware, and a blue backspacer here, titanium as well, obviously. I don't know why they did this, but they put the serial number or the knife number. This is 48 out of 100 on the outside of the backspacer. I don't know why they didn't do it on the inside of the backspacer. A lot of other people do that. Would have been nice, but it is what it is. You've got the lanyard hole here, and then this nice anodized titanium milled pocket clip here as well. Lots of jimping all the way down the spine of the blade. Great action. It does have multiple deployment methods. You can either use the top flipper. That works very, very well as long as you keep your finger off of the lock bar, which I don't seem to be able to do right now. Oh, I think I'm pushing into the thing too much. You can do this. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time here. Oh well, I'm gonna give up on that. So the reverse flick looks good. The regular thumb flick works very, very well. The front flipper works fantastically, and the regular flipper works very well as well. Although when you're using the top flipper or the regular flipper here, it's very pointy. Make sure that your finger is off the lock bar, as any pressure on here whatsoever will not allow you to deploy this knife. So make sure that your fingers are off the lock bar, and this will deploy with no problem whatsoever. I will go back and try that one more time because I've never had an issue doing it until just now, obviously. There you go. So the top flipper works pretty good as well. You just have to have big hands to be able to do it. This is not a huge knife. But it is a larger knife, so somebody with smaller hands will have a problem doing the top flipper on this, but everything else is pretty good. You can see that you've kind of got a little bit of less thickness out towards the tip here, but I don't think that's a big deal. This isn't exactly a hard use knife. Very comfortable. You can see I've got quite a bit of room back here. Nice finger choil up top, but you can just hold it in the standard hammer grip if you need to. There's plenty of blade handle here to be able to get a good grip with that pinky. So this one again is $300. I paid $350 for this. I'm selling it for $300. And I do have the boxes and everything for all of this stuff. The pamphlets that came with them, everything that came with this stuff will come to you with the knife. Last but certainly not least, the Chinese-made EMP EDC Pulse. With the matching milled titanium pocket clip. I did not get the Timascus pocket clip for this guy. I thought about it, but this is the one that was made in China. There's a few flaws on this guy, or whatever you want to call it. There's a little bit of a nick right here. And then I think there's a little one up here as well. Just tiny little nicks. I'm not sure where they came from exactly, but I've never actually dropped it or anything. You can see that there's no serious damage to any of the ends or the pocket clip or the trigger or anything like that. There is just one little tiny ding right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm trying to get that so that you can see it. The action on this guy is fantastic. I've also deployed this a whole bunch before I did the video, just to make sure that there was no issues with it. As you can see, it deploys with no problem. It goes back into the handle with no problem. The trigger is very easy to use. This is very user-friendly. A lot of OTFs, like the Combat TROODON, this is very difficult to disengage. It's a little difficult to deploy, but it's more difficult to disengage for sure. This is equal, and it's much easier to do than the Combat TROODON, which obviously is a bigger knife, but this is a very reliable knife, smaller knife that you can carry with you if you want to carry an OTF. I think this is one of your best options on the market right now. This was $275. I think I paid $280 for it, but I'm selling it for $225, and that's just because I do need a little bit of extra money. I was going to sell it for $220, but I'm adding $5 to everybody's price so that I can have a little bit of money for shipping. So that's everything for sale. Well, that's not everything for sale, but that's what I'm showing you guys today, just because I feel like you're a little overwhelmed with everything I have to sell still. I think I'm down to about 50 knives left to sell, so I am going to keep trying to get these out there. I will be starting on Whatnot here pretty soon as I get a printer. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for watching again. I really appreciate it. Stay up, weirdos. Take it easy. Bye.